Hello and welcome to our channel YouTube. So today's lesson we will focus on the selection process of human resource management. So the selection is the process of choosing the right candidates with necessary qualifications and skills to fill the vacancies in institutions. And there's many steps in selection process. So first is we mention on primarily screening. Second, a screening of application. Third, conduct assessment. Fourth, interview. Five, decisions. Number six, reference and background checks. Number seven, job offers and contracts. So these 7 tips will be used during the selection process. Alright, so let's start with the primarily screenings. So primarily screenings is the process of receiving the applications and you know and then they start conducting resumes or on cover letters to find the closest applications with the qualification, experience, skill, whether he or she fit with the candidates or not. Alright, so the second is talking about screening of applications. So screening of application is the way in order to check um, the experience, accomplishments, whether he or she is good fit with the organization or with the position needed. Okay, so number 3, talking about conduct assessment. Conduct assessment here, the test would be focused on a technical skill that is called job knowledge. And integrity test is a ways in order to avoid hiring dishonest people or candidates, unreliable or disciplinary. So it is hard for um, a recruiter. That's why they check everything that um, the candidate should have. Okay, number 3, talking about cognitive ability test. That is the process of checking candidate of general mental capacities or with the job performance. Number 4, talking about personality test. That is talking about whether the candidate is will bring something to be successful in the working performance in the future or not. So that is need to check the personalities, the skill, soft skill or hard skill, something like that. So it is also important. Emotional intelligence, that is the ways in order to check how well the candidate prepare for the positions that they apply for. Number 6, talking skill assessments to measure the actual skills, soft and hard skills. So they should have physical abilities to measure strengths and weaknesses of the candidates. So doing the selecting process, that is more carefully in order to check the right candidate to work for the institutions. All right, so number 4, talking about interview times. All right, so interview times, normally the management team, they usually arrange the management teams in order to prepare for interview, because during the interviews they need to devise whether how many departments that need to be in the interview, the related persons that should join the interview. So interview questions also need to be critical and technical ones in order to check whether how many percentage that candidate can challenge with a technical skill or technical question in terms of providing the real understanding about interviews. So this is the way that the interviewers can measure the real abilities of candidates while conducting the interviews. All right, so number 5, talking about reference and background checks. Reference and background check is one of the most important thing in order to get further information from the referrers. So it is also help the recruiters get more detailed information about whether that candidate is used to conduct a criminal or other bad actions in the past or in the other organization. So this is need to be careful. All right, so number 6, talking about decisions. That is the last techniques that the recruiters might say yes or no to the candidate. So if the candidate are selected or during the selection process, so the recruiters or the management team, some organization, they usually conduct the induction process. So induction process is the process for welcoming a newly recruited employee and supporting them to adjust their new roles and working environments. Because starting a new job can be a little bit stressful experience, and also new employees need to have settle in, because the new candidates, they really need helps or need some instruction in order to do something that is new for them. All right, so last point is talking about job offers and contracts. Job offers and contracts, that is what is important. When a candidate is selected already, so they may talk something that is related to regulation or rules. So all rule and regulation will be listed in a contract. So that's why employment contract is a sign of agreement between individual employee and employer in order to be responsible for and to perform. So today's video, we hope that it will provide us more tips in order to recruit the right in order to select the right candidate for institution. So if you think that this video is very useful, you can help subscribing or share this to communities.